Hey everyone and welcome. Today we'll be talking about the movie The Boogeyman. Fun fact, The Boogeyman is based off of a short story by the horror king himself, Stephen King. This film came out in 2023 and stars Sophie Thatcher, Messina, and Vivien Lyra Blair and was directed by Rob Savage. So, without further ado, let's get right into it. The Boogeyman follows the Harpers dealing with the death of their mother. A mysterious man comes into their house to speak with their therapist's father and ends up dying, leaving a dark entity attached to the Harpers' grief. Now the family must figure a way to get rid of this Boogeyman before it kills them all. The Boogeyman is a haunting horror film. It has similar vibes to The Conjuring, Insidious, or It. I love horror movies, so it goes without saying that I was going to watch this film. The film is not a perfect horror film, but I do think it manages to keep the viewer's interest. The film is filled with some pretty good scares. There was a moment in the beginning of the film where I was feeling a bit tired in the theater, not because the movie was boring, and then all of a sudden there was this scare that caught me off guard and I was wide awake. One of the most important things to me in a scary movie is being able to scare your viewer, and I think they did a good job of nailing these horror jump scares in this film. Throughout this film, there are so many bad decisions made. I think in horror films, the thing that annoys viewers the most is them making decisions that everyone knows is bad, or to make a bad decision once and then keep making that same bad decision over and over again. In this film, the dad is warned, even though the patient was a little bit crazy, to listen to his family because that was the downfall of his family, was that he didn't listen, and the dad ignores that. And then the older sister keeps leaving the younger sister alone even though she knows that the boogeyman is real and is out there, and telling her she's gonna be safe when she clearly is not. Like, once I get it when you're first like, hey, you're gonna be safe, and then she's not safe. But then to keep doing it over and over again was making me a little upset throughout the film. Supernatural creatures do not follow human rules, which this movie showed when Rita attempted to kill the boogeyman by using like shotgun shells. It's always funny to me that these characters think that some weapons will hurt these creatures, and just because they hurt humans, but they barely know anything about the creature, so they're just kind of guessing and hoping that it works. I was happy that later in the film they did figure out how much it hated light and use one of the most natural forms of light, fire, to get rid of it. My favorite part is at the end of this film when Sadie and Sawyer go looking for their dad and come face to face with the boogeyman. I love in horror movies when the person who is being hunted decides to fight back. There's a sweet moment where it looks like their mom is watching out for them as well, and they let the boogeyman have a piece of their mind and set it on fire. Their mother's stuff eventually goes up in flames too, which was kind of sad considering that was all that they had left of her, but it was nice to see them get rid of the boogeyman. Maybe. The Boogeyman is not the best horror film that came out this year, but it is still enjoyable. It has some great scares and it will get your heart racing. If you haven't seen The Boogeyman, then I suggest you go and check it out. Thank you for watching my video. I would love to hear your thoughts down below in the comments. If you have not subscribed, please do so you can keep up to date with more of my videos. But besides that, everyone stay safe, have fun, and goodbye.